Hey guys, welcome back to today's episode. Today's video is a collaboration with Briana Morgan. She is a writer, a young adult fantasy writer, and an author YouTuber. We got together and decided to make a video on how to survive NaNoWrimo since we're all in the trenches of it. When you are done watching my part of the collaboration, make sure you head on over to her channel and show her lots of support. So let's go. Let's get started on my tips on how to survive NaNoWrimo. Tip number one is to maybe look at the experience a little differently. Yes, we all have to put a number count on the website to see what we are going to accomplish at the end of the month, but I decided that even though I put 50,000 words, my goal is to complete the first draft. So whatever that looks like, if it's less than 50 for the first draft or a little more than 50 or right at 50, I'm going to be happy if I complete the first draft. By doing this, I release some of the stress that comes with pounding out word after word every single day. So that's my first tip, is to maybe release from the word count and start looking at it different ways. For me, like I said, that was a first draft. Maybe you can think of, I'm going to start writing a chapter a day instead of being stuck on word count. Tip number two, no matter which way we're looking at it, the goal is to have a completed manuscript at the end. So instead of focusing on word count or being pressured by word count, maybe we can sit down and make it a fun thing. And I suggest doing it in word sprints. So, and splitting it out throughout the day. So maybe you can sit down for an hour in the morning, an hour in the afternoon, and then again an hour in the evening. That way you're still getting your words in, you're finishing that manuscript, and you don't have the pressure of doing it all at once, or leaving it all for the end of the day, or having the pressure of finishing it all in the morning. You can get those words in throughout the day by just setting aside whatever time works for you. If you want to just do a half hour, 20 minutes, an hour, whatever time you have available that you think you can sit down to write, I think that would be a great way to tackle those words. Tip number three on how to survive Nano is to walk away from Nano at least one day of the week. I know what you're saying, what you're thinking. There's no way. I've got my days divided. I know exactly what words need to go down every single day. There's no way I can walk away. But I think it's the opposite. I think when you walk away, you get refreshed, you have new ideas, you can come back stronger than you were before. Not only do I recommend that you walk away from Nano, but I think that you should walk away from the internet for an entire day altogether. I think self-care and taking care of yourself and whatever that looks like for you is the best way to approach NaNoWrimo. Instead of pressing on every single day and worried about the word count, it will be nice for you to just disconnect from the entire thing and then regroup and come back stronger. Tip number four is to just relax. It's not that serious, you guys. Listen, I am a big proponent of keeping promises to yourself. When you say you're going to do something, I strongly recommend that you go through with it. However, as long as every day you're pushing on and you're working and you're not slacking, you're just maybe not coming up with the entire word count at the end of the month, that's okay. If you don't finish on November 30th, but you do finish December 15th, that is still great. You finished whatever you set out, and that's what counts. So don't get too hung up on this entire month of NaNoWrimo, writing and pressing on, and then feeling like you've let yourself down if you didn't accomplish it at the end. If you didn't, but you worked every single day on your novel the way the best you could, you're still a winner. Tip number five on how to survive NaNoWrimo is to stop worrying about what anybody else is doing. Do not keep tabs on your friends, on your buddies, on Instagram. Just disconnect from whatever they're doing. Their walk has got nothing to do with yours. We have our own lives, they have their own lives, and no one really knows what goes on behind the scenes, right? So I recommend that you walk your own walk, you write your own words, and forget about what everyone else is doing. I think that is one of the best ways to survive NaNoWrimo. So these are my 5 tips. Do you have any tips to survive NaNoWrimo? If so, leave it in the comments below. Make sure that you swing by Briana's channel to check out her survival advice for us. And you guys, as always, I appreciate you being here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It helps me out tremendously. And until next time, you guys, stay safe.